والعاقبة للمتقين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
साउंड चेक करो साउंड ठीक है
يسألونك ماذا ينفقون قل ما أنفقتم من خير فللوالدين صدق الله العظيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا مولانا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا ومولانا محمد وبارك وسلم وصل عليه
आवाज आ रही है देखो भर के
मैं इस वक्त आपके सामने बैठा हूँ but I am physically very tired right now. I have been on a trip, you want to call it, to the northern point of the UK called John O'Groats, which takes around 9-hour journey from here by road. So I have been there, then I went to the most northerly west point of the UK, Isle of Skye, it's called. So I've been there and मैं सुबह even 10 घंटे की ड्राइव करके 2.5 बजे घर तक पहुंचा. After a 10-hour journey, I just got home 1:30 in the morning. If you see from my throat, I am not physically ready to do a full-on but क्योंकि इस जिम्मेदारी है कौन नहीं मैं आ गया आपके सामने आप सब बात है अल्लाह मुझे कामयाबी अता फरमाए that I can say what I want to say. One thing which I would like to say is that the UK, there are places in the UK which will blow you away. We live in Manchester thinking England पूरा Manchester the rich है. वो कहने लगा ये पाकिस्तान किधर है तो तुझे कहना गुजरात किधर है वो कहने लगा पाकिस्तान गुजरात the rich है. Joke. Now, the UK is an astonishing place. The scenes I have seen, you go to John O'Groats, it is like I said, the most northern point. Beyond that is the North Pole. On the left-hand side, the written there, John O'Groats, is New York on this side. That the next country beyond from John O'Groats on the west side is America. I say to you all people that you should travel. The Quran says, "Qul siru fil ard." Go and do sail on the earth. Visit the earth. Because by visiting these places, a person he comes and he says, Subhanallah. That's the only word that most of us will say, Subhanallah, the beauty that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created in this earth. Itni khubsurti there that you will be astonished that is this the UK that we live in, that but you need to be able to travel for it. Have the mental capacity, the physical capacity to travel 10 hours and get there. We first went to Edinburgh, and then from Edinburgh we went to John O'Groats, and for the past 4 days I've been musalsal travel upon travel. So this wakat I'm very, very tired, but inshallah I would plead to you all that do travel, see these places, and then one point that came to my mind over there when we were at the Isle of Skye was when the sunset was happening. It was a very beautiful place. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is the husn of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we see on the earth. Ye Allah ka husn hai. That He's created such a beauty on this earth. And on that moment, I said to one of my friends, Bilal, he was with me, he was driving the car, all of this beauty, right now. This is all a minor beauty of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. आप अलैहिस्सलाम का हुस्न और जमाल, this is the aks of it. ये उसका एक हिस्सा है. That we see this beauty right now. And imagine he sallallahu alayhi wasallam himself, aapki az khud kitni khoobsurati hogi. He alayhi salatu wasalam himself, how beautiful, how handsome he sallallahu alayhi wasallam would be. So Allah hum sabko dekhne ki tawfiq ata farmaye that we go and see these places. I said to one of my other friends, okay, when we've seen the north, we need to go and see south now. All of south, beyond London, those areas, that how the UK is, South London, south of UK. Inshallah, zindagi baki rahi, we will go there as well. Inshallah, Allah sab jaane ki tawfiq ata farmaye. You should go, take your children, show them these places, that this is the world, and this is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's beauty is, this is how beautiful this whole UK is. There, this is not my topic. Coming to my asal topic. Because this is the last week of the holidays, and next week, unfortunately, the children go back to school. So, uspe inshallah guftagoo. The ayat that I read, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying, وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ مَاذَا يُنْفِقُونَ, that they ask you, Ya Rasulullah, مَاذَا يُنْفِقُونَ, that what should they spend on? वो कौन सी चीज पे पैसे लगाए? मादा यूनफिकून, what should they spend on? قل या रसूलल्लाह, आप इजाज़त फरमाइए. You say, Ya Rasulullah, ما أنفقتم من خير, whatever you spend for فللوالدين, it is for your parents. वो तुम्हारे वालिदैन के लिए है. Meaning, if you have money, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you some type of money and you are rich enough, then spend it upon your parents. Your parents have a right upon the wealth Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you. But today we see a guy will get married, he'll have a wife, he'll have children. What will happen? He'll forget his parents. What will happen? Completely forget them. He'll say, my money, my wealth, my house, my children, my parents have no right upon me. And what they'll do, they'll send their children off to what? They'll send their parents off to old homes, old houses. Remember, in Islam, in our religion, there is no space, no thought, no ahkam of an old house. That you send your parents off there. But what happens? Children, they get so busy in their work, so busy at work, that they do not have time for their parents. They don't have time for their parents. What they do, I can't be asked taking care of my parents, I'm going to send them to the old home. And now we see that there are Muslim organizations now that have made old homes. Muslim care homes. Where our Pakistani, Bangladeshi, Indian, the subcontinent, all Muslim people, Muslim-owned, Muslim parents living in those old homes. This is an unfortunate thing that we see in the UK and in other Muslim countries as well. Our country like Pakistan, where they claim Islamic Jamhuriya Pakistan. This is the name of Pakistan, Islamic Jamhuriya Pakistan. In those countries as well, what's happening? There are old homes. An old home, there is no space for an old home in our deen. In our deen, there is no space. If your parents become old and they reach an old age, you as a child, it is fallen upon you to take care of your father, to take care of your mother. But the father is living in his own house, he's become an old person. He can't be, he hasn't got time to sit with his parents. Right? Oh, my business is more priority for me.
Allah.
Right? Your father goes, your father will die, or your mother will die, you will cry for the rest of your life. That where is my father now? Remember, your parents, your father, your father is like a wall. A person whose father is alive, he feels strong. There was someone behind me. If something goes wrong, my father will take care of me. And when that wall goes, that father goes, what happens? You can fall easily. There'll be no one there to protect you if your father goes. Ask those people who were born and they never saw the love of father.
Allah.
जिन्होंने जिनके माँ बाप चले जाए, अभी पैदा हुए माँ बाप चले गए, उनसे पूछे जिंदगी क्या है? Ask them what life is. He sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was born as an orphan. His father died before he was born. They say, alayhi salatu wasalam, when the field happened, the elephant waqia happened in Mecca. This happened 50 days before the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam's birth. 50 din pehle, field se. And what happened, alayhi salatu wasalam, father went on a travel to Asham. On the way back in Madinatul Munawwara, alayhi salatu wasalam, father died. Aapke walid faut ho gaye. And he was buried in Medina. Now he sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, all his life, he stayed as an orphan. Then what happened? He alayhi salatu wasalam, he reached the age of 6. 6 saal ki umar. 6-year-old. 6-year-old, he sees his mother die in front of him. अपनी आंखों के सामने अपनी माँ को फौत हुए देखा. Now a 6-year-old boy, imagine what he will feel when he sees his mother die in no man's land. You see, Abha alayhi salatu wasalam, mother's grave it's in the middle of nowhere. It's right in the middle of the desert. There's no close city. The closest city is Makkah, which is approximately, I think, 150 plus kilometers away. In no man's land, alayhi salatu wasalam, mother died. Then what happens? Alayhi salatu wasalam, he reaches the age of 8. 8 saal ki umar mein. At the age of 8, his grandfather dies as well. So there's no mom, there's no dad, there's no grandfather. And he alayhi salatu wasalam is an 8-year-old boy. Now imagine those of you who are 8-year-old in this room, I can see some. Imagine if your mom's not there, your dad's not there, your grandfather is not there. Imagine what life would be like. Zindagi kya hogi? How would you suffer? What the suffer you will face in life? There's no parent there, there's no mother there, there's no grandfather there. How would you feel? Today, you see, you want to go to the shop and you want to buy something. You say, Daddy, I'm on the street today. And your dad will say, let's go. I'm going to buy it for you. You say to Mom, can you cook this food for me? Can you make me the naan kebab today? Can you make me the kofta today? Mom will make it for you. No problem. Maa bana degi. Koi problem nahi. But imagine if those two move out of the way. Wo dono chale jaye. Both of them go. Now who are you going to go to? Who will we go to and say, Dad, can I buy this sweet? Remember your uncles, your chacha, your tai, all of them, they're only there partially. They will be there for you for a certain amount of time. Then after that, they move on and you move on. Chache, your tai, your mame, all of these relations, they have that love for you. They will be there for you, but they won't be there for you for all the time. They will not stay there for you. Why? Because they've got life as well. But your parents are such, whatever happens, jo marzi ho jaye, baap bete ke saath khada hoga. The father will stay with the son. The mother will always make dua for his son. But if both of them go, who will you go to? Kiske paas jayenge? That dad make dua for me. Kabar pe jayenge? You go to the grave? You go to the grave? Can mom make dua for me? But she's not there for you. Musa alayhi salam. Tell the story. Musa alayhi salam. You heard the Prophet Musa alayhi salam, yes? He would go into the palace of Pharaoh and he would argue with Pharaoh that you are not Allah. He would say, Ana Rabbukum al-A'la. In Surah Al-Naziyat, in the 30th juz, the Quran mentions the word that the Pharaoh would use. He would say, Ana Rabbukum al-A'la. I am your greatest Allah. Pharaoh would say this. Then what happened? Musa alayhi salam would go and argue with him and prove to him that you are not Allah. Allah is Allah wahdahu la sharika lah. There's no one else than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are just a fake, you are nothing. एक दिन ऐसा हुआ, one day, Musa alayhi salam घर से निकले. Remember, he was Kalimullah, he could speak to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Musa alayhi salam, he leaves home and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spoke to him. Kalim, Rabb, Kalim se baat kar raha hai. Allah says to Musa, oh Musa, today you are going to Pharaoh, be careful. Dhyan se jana. Thoda sa, look left, right. Be careful when you go to the palace of Pharaoh. Musa alayhi salam said, Ya Allah, I will go to Pharaoh I would argue with him. I would show him the ayah that you have given me, the mu'jizat that you have given me, no problem. But why is it today that today I go and you say, be careful? You never said this before, Ya Allah. Why is it today? Aaj ke din, Ya Allah, tu kya raha hai? Kitne haal se jana? Be careful when you go into the court of Musa, of Firaun. Rab ne jawab diya. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, "Ay Musa, pehle tu jata tha, teri maa ki dua tere saath."
Allah.
Your mom's dua was with you. Aaj teri maa tere saath nahi, aaj tu jayega tere piche koi dua karne wala nahi.
Allah.
There's no one there to make dua for you today. And you are going in the palace of Firaun, be careful. There's no one there to make dua for you. Remember, your parents make dua for you even when you don't ask them.
Allah.
Walidain ka pyar apni aulad se ye hai that they will make dua for you even if you don't ask them. You don't ask them, you go home and ask your parents, how many times you make dua for you? And they will make constant dua for you even if you don't ask them. And when you die and your parents die and then they move on, who's going to make that automatic dua for you? Koi hai?
Nahi.
You'll ask Imam Sahib make dua for you, Imam Sahib ek dua karke khatam ho jayega. You'll ask your friends, they will make dua also move on. But your parents are those that loving relationship, that they will constantly make dua for you. वो हमेशा आपके लिए दुआ करेंगे. पुत्र पावे दुनिया जहान दा सब चोर भी होए. माँ फिर ही पुत्र को दुआ करेगी. It's a reality. The mother will still make dua कि मेरा पुत्र है. My son is my son. She will say he is the best son in this world. There is no one like my son. This is the love the mother has for the child. My question is, what love do you show as a child for your parents? अपने वालिदैन के लिए, what do you show love for them? Either you never go and meet them, or you go meet them once a week. कुछ वो भी लोग हैं, I know, कि यहाँ बैठे हैं in the UK, we've been sat here, we've been sat here for 20 years, माँ बहुत हो गई नहीं गई पाकिस्तान, बाप बहुत हो गए नहीं गए पाकिस्तान, क्यों? इंग्लैंड का वीजा बहुत प्यारा है. They love the, कहते हैं ना इंग्लैंड मिट्टी छुरी, that thing, the pound is so sweet that mom dies, he will not go to the janaza. Dad dies, he will not go to the janaza. Why? Because I don't have a visa. If I leave the country, who's gonna come and put me back into the UK? So the question is, आप यहाँ रहे, माँ बहुत होगी, माँ का चेहरा आपने देखा? Did you see the face of your mother when they were about to bury her? Did you see the face of your father before they buried him? No. This is the UK for you. This is the reality for you. Now over here, those children who your parents are alive today, give them the respect that they require. Give them the time that they require. Because once they're gone, you can have the most wealth in this world. Dunya mein jitna bhi maal hai. Bring as much money as you can. But you will never get the love that your parents give you. Remember, money can never buy love. Do what you want. Your wife will not give you that love. The wife will not give you the love that your parents give you. माँ का जो प्यार है ना, माँ की एक रोटी, माँ का एक पराठा. The mom that she makes that lovely roti for you at the end of the day, वो नहीं मिलता कभी. You will never get that again. My mom, for example, I just told you, I went to John O'Groats. My mom phoned me when I was at John O'Groats. She said, "Umair, मेरा दिल खराब हो गया." I said, "Mom, why?" She said, "तू इतने है नहीं ना, और तुझे भी नहीं है, meaning Hafiz is bad. I can't see you. My heart trembles."
Allah.
She's still alive. My mom is still alive. She says, "Putter, I've got this thing that I can't see you, and I'm trembling a heart, but you're not here. I know कि जिस दिन मेरी माँ हो तो उस दिन मुझे पता लगेगा कि माँ का प्यार क्या है." What the love of the mother is. You over here today, you children over here, remember, your parents are here, how many years, 60 years, 70 years, after they're gone, what's going to happen? You're going to be at the grave of your mother. Your mom, make dua for me. Today your parents are alive. Aapke walidain aaj zinda hain. Give them the time that they need. Give them the time and respect them, the honor that they require. You give them time. Messiah mom. So for example, those of you who are earning who got money. When the last time your dad is alive, okay, well, your father is alive, when the last time you bought something for your father? You're going home, you know what, I'll go home and I'll buy shopping for my dad. Or I'll buy something for my dad to get happy. I do that for my dad. I just go to this alleyway, buy something, go home. Abuji, this is for you today. And Abuji goes, wow, kya Dindabad. Abuji goes, Dindabad. But what is it? It's just that love that you show for your father. When the last time we did this for our parents? Apne walidain ki Abuji kab kiya? Do it. And the dua that your parents can come out with, subhanAllah. Oh parent, if you have the money and you have the wealth, take your parents to Umrah. वो उम्रा सही करके वालिदैन के पाँव दबाना, फिर उसके बाद जो दुआ निकलती है माँ बाप की सुभान अल्लाह, उसका कोई मुकाबला नहीं. So give time to your parents, show them the love, and inshallah you will see this whole world will change for you. You'll be the most successful person in this world by just the du'as of your parents. Allah Ta'ala,